Hello, second graders. Welcome to the next step in our opinion writing. Today, we are going to be doing step 4 of our opinion writing. You're going to need your writing folder. You're going to need a regular pencil. You're going to need some more colored pencils. In this case, you're going to need a purple colored pencil because today we are going to be working on examples and details. Okay, so we're going to go to page 23. Today is step 4, examples and details. Let's check that off. Today's objective, I can write examples or details to support my reasons. Now, this is a very important step because, as I stated before, everybody can have an opinion, but without actually having a reason or example or a detail to back it up, it just kind of works. But you really empower the things that you say when you have some sort of fact or some sort of detail or some sort of example that shows why you feel the way you feel. So we're going to go ahead and turn to page 25 to continue along our path. Let's start first with our reasons. Now, the last session, we went ahead and came up with 2 reasons why we're supporting our topic sentence. Again, in this case, it's Ruby Bridges is an important child that second graders should learn about. Okay, so we had our first reason. She was very brave. Now, this is the part where you want to think about whoever you pick, why was the reason you picked the person, and what else can you say to back that up? In my case, I went ahead and pre-wrote everything before I filmed this. So in this case, she was very brave. Well, my example or detail is based on history. She had to deal with people who didn't want her at the school just because of her skin color. And yet, she went anyway. That is my example. I could say that she's brave, but I provided an actual fact of her exhibiting her bravery. That backs up the reason why I feel she was brave. You may have something in yours to back up why you chose your person. So in this case, we want to go ahead and we want to take our purple pencil, and we're going to do this when we put everything together too, and underline that as our example or detail. She had to deal with people who didn't want her at the school just because of her skin color, but she went anyway. If that isn't the definition of bravery, I don't know what is. Okay? Then we turn the page over and go to our second reason. Again, I pre-wrote this just for sake of time. My reason was that she was part of changing history. Now, of course, you're going to have different reasons for, 2 different reasons for your opinion writing. Just make sure that you do have some example or some detail that's going to back it up. Again, I'm looking back at history for mine. I wrote, she was a big part of the civil rights movement in a time when African Americans struggled for equality. She helped change the way schools were set up to allow all to go to school, regardless of color. Now, back then, there were many aspects of life that were changing, from the justice system to where you could simply have a bite to eat. She ended up tackling the education problem. She was the face of, and I should remark on this, that there were actually 4 students picked to go to the same school. 2 of them pulled out, and I'm trying to remember exactly what happened to the 4th student, but she was the one who went every day to get an education. So we're going to go ahead and do the same thing we did with the earlier one. We want to underline this in purple. When we get to writing our whole paragraph, you're going to see us underlining each segment. So we want to be very clear about this. This is our reason, and this is our example. An example of her changing history was changing the educational aspect of it. So what you're going to do is you're going to look over reason 1 in the draft part, and you're going to list an example or a detail why you chose the person you did, and then you're going to turn the page over and do it again, and don't forget to underline in our purple pencil. Okay, see you next time.